Hey everybody, Jeff here, Aromatics. Wow, it is just blustery cold out there, just bleak. It's depressing. It almost feels like when I'm walking out of my house to come to my smoke shed here that I'm in like Russia. It's just cold, windy. It just has this aura of communist Russia. So anyway, it's nice at least in here, nice and cozy, and I'm smoking my pipe, so that's pretty good. And I thought I would just do a quick pipe tobacco review. And today I'm going to be reviewing John Cotton's double pressed Burley. So this is the newest one in the double pressed series of John Cotton tobaccos, which is blended by Russ Willett, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I've been in a huge Burley kick, and although this one was pretty pricey, I thought I would try it out. It was worth a shot. So what it basically is mostly Burley, but with Virginias and also some dark fired Kentucky. And what they've done is they've taken those whole leaf tobaccos, pressed them for a while, and then after they've been pressed to just ferment a little bit, then what they've done is they've cut it into slices, and then they've tumbled it and rubbed it out, let it air for a little bit just to breathe, and then they pressed it again into cakes. And that's supposed to take off some rough edges and just, I'm not really sure what it's supposed to do, just supposed to blend it a little bit better, give it a little more strength maybe, mellow, and some mellowness at the same time. So it's your typical kind of crumble cake looking tobacco. Pretty much got your dark browns and some light flecks of tobacco in there. That's probably the Virginia. And the smell it's funny how with a Burley you don't expect to smell this kind of an aroma, and it's fruity, kind of fruity and a little bit nutty at the same time, like you stuck your nose into a bag of trail mix. That's pretty much what it reminds me of. But it does not smoke like that. It does not taste really like trail mix. So I have it packed in my homemade poker. Let's light up and see what we're tasting. Kind of sucks. I don't know if any of you suffer with this during the winter time, but I don't know if it's the dry air, but sometimes my sinuses in the back just feel like they're burnt. Like after I smoke, even after like a quarter of a bowl, sometimes if I retrohale, it just feels like there's just a burnt flavor in the back of my throat. I've had it before, and I've got it again, and it's made it real difficult to enjoy my smokes like I usually do. But I just have to minimize my retrohaling, and that seems to help a little bit. It does go away after a while. I think it's just the dry weather and like a little post nasal drip or something like that. But I remember when I first got this tobacco and I smoked it, it was one of those glory smokes where I was like really impressed, thinking, wow, this is really good. And I thought to myself that this is probably one of the most complex Burleys that I've ever tried. But let me light up again and see what we're getting right now. The last couple bowls were not as impressive, but I'm chalking that up to my sinuses and not the actual pipe tobacco itself. What is going on? Comes ready to smoke right out of the tin. Whoa, right there I got an initial blast of almost like a natural kind of a fruit, raisin cherry, which is odd. It's a fairly strong blend. Kind of reminds me of Peterson's Irish Flake. It's sort of got that half Burley, half Virginia thing going on. So I can taste there's that sort of sweet, smoky, white Burley. The dark fired is really prominent. This Burley is probably more dark fired heavy than other Burley blends that are not Kentucky blends. This one definitely has a Kentucky hit, even though it's still Burley forward. Gives it that slight kind of tangy barbecue. And then there's like a dark burley. It's almost a bitterness, which I don't really remember getting when I first smoked it. But I would compare it to if you took a molasses and burnt it to the point of it's still a little sweet, but there's a little bit of a bitterness, a little bit of a harshness to it as well. But I would definitely say this is medium, not full, but almost full, like a medium to medium full as far as strength. It's very complex. There's a lot of flavors going on. It's very smoky. And the price is almost double the cost of say, Peterson's Irish Flake. So you're definitely paying for it, for the amount that you're getting. But at the same time, I found that the way this is packed together, it burns super slow. Like I smoked just a little pinch the one time, and that pinch lasted me about 45 minutes. It's almost like a mini cube cut the way it's pressed. It just smolders and burns and burns and burns. So is it worth it? Probably for the average person that just occasionally likes a Burley, I would say it's probably a little too expensive for you. But if you are a Burley-phile like I am, and you like complex Burleys, I think it's worth at least trying. I'm definitely going to get a few more tins of this for a treat tobacco. And if I can get the same smoke that I did when I first smoked it, if that's just a case of my sinuses, I'm in for a real treat. Me personally, this would be a top tier Burley blend for me if it stays at that. As it is now, I would say it's pretty good. If you're really into Burleys and you don't mind spending a little bit more, I would definitely check it out. If not, you might want to pass. So, hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll see you on my next one. Till then, Aromatics, signing out.